My name is Abiel Cifuentes, but people call me Abel. Either or, doesn't matter.
Nice.
Family calls me like Abel because my dad is Abiel, so to distinguish the two, like,
Oh, they do the English.
Or yeah. I prefer like Abel if we're cool. You know?
Yeah, casual.
Close. Yeah.
Can I call you the weekend?
The weekend. You know, funny enough, when I was in college, like, people would call me that.
Really?
Yeah.
They would call you the
name.
weekend?
Because now everybody calls him Abel now.
Yeah.
And it's like nobody calls him the weekend anymore.
That's crazy. So before we started, we were talking about your water bottle.
Oh, yeah.
Cool water bottle, man. I think it was like $20 Target.
Is it Zulu? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it looks
Zulu.
cool.
It kind of has like a little defect. You can lock it on the side, and it should be easy to lock. So when you click, it doesn't open.
But it's messed
doesn't
up.
do that. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
It just opens regardless. It's just pointless. That's
So
totally
you can find one at Target for, what does that say, $20?
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
I'm your money's worth.
I'm obsessed with water bottles. Water bottles, backpacks, and any like survival gear.
Really?
Dude, I don't go camping. But
you
just
have
having
just
that is
survival
crazy
gear?
to me. Like, I have, no lie, maybe like 20 backpacks, not including the fanny packs. I maybe have like 7. I have a bunch of backpacks.
like, that's
Literally,
cool.
it's my camera bag, it's my laptop bag, and those are the only 2 I have right now. But I have a backpack for everything.
But I was the same way until I moved in with my girl, and she's like, "You got too many backpacks for like you got too much stuff." I had a backpack for my laptop, had a backpack for work, I had a backpack to work out, I had a backpack for my cards, I had a backpack for my camera.
Why not use the same?
Same.
Well, I guess never mind. I guess you can't fit everything in there.
It's easy to store.
Yeah.
So
Because you don't have to move stuff around. You're just like,
you on the go.
oh, I'm playing.
yeah.
I'm playing cards today. Bring my card bag. Oh, I'm going to work. Bring my work bag. Oh, I need my laptop to watch a fight on legal streams. I take my laptop. My camera bag. I don't take my camera bag with my. And I have my technology bag, and that one's empty right now. But
when I need something,
That's a good
I
one
just
right there.
shove everything in my pockets. Like, I don't have I got a bag for the gym, but I just put it for my keys and my wallet. So I don't even use a bag. I just bring it just because I need to have something. But
yeah, recently
everything fits in my pockets. Yeah.
I recently bought when I went to Cancun. Every time I go somewhere, I buy a new bag.
Okay.
I think it's for dickheads. We've gone to 5 cabins already, and every time I buy a different backpack.
Bro.
But I recently bought a backpack to go to Cancun that looks like a huge turtle shell. But they're called open story backpacks. Look that up real quick, Andy. No, just open story backpack. I said it looked like a turtle
There you
shell.
go.
Yeah,
It hurt
but
you.
pretty much it's like a carry-on. Yeah, that green one right there. That's the one I have. It's like a carry-on.
Okay.
But it opens like a suitcase.
Target.
Yeah, Target, man.
That's the spot right there.
Look it up. Travel, open story backpack.
Okay.
You have your technology pocket. I didn't even know I had a laptop pocket, but now it opens like that. So it opens like a luggage. You hit your clothes on one side. Has a plastic
That's
clear
cool
bag for
carry-on.
toothpaste, and then the other one for your cables and.
Shoot.
So about it. The back, yeah, you can
Okay.
you can tuck in the backpack with the straps. You can tuck them in so you can just hold it like a suitcase or put it on your luggage like it shows there.
Something like that would be cool.
Yeah, no, it's
But
cool as hell, man. I
that
bought
would be
it.
my one
Yeah.
backpack.
Like I went with my friend, shout out Sauce, and I was like, I want this backpack, and he's like, bro, we got it on a discount. It's like $50, but I think he had like the Target app, and he got I think we ended up getting them for. They were $30, and then whenever we went to go pay, the price wouldn't work, and we were trying to price match it, and the lady put 25 instead of 30, like $29.99. But she put like 25, and then we just looked at each other and we're like, okay, and then she's like, all right, you guys are good, so we got them on hella discount. But
That's cool.
they're dope, dude. It carries everything. My mom went to Cancun recently, and she took it.
Okay.
She's like, can I borrow your backpack? I'll give you this one. And I was like, oh,
give me
yeah.
one of those.
Yeah.
Cause I'm going to Vegas here in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, dude, they're dope, man.
Trip to Target.
Yeah, Target got everything, man.
They do.
Read one of those cards.
Yeah. Oh wait,
Get
but
us
before
open.
we're talking about water bottles, you got a
yeah.
free Stanley today?
Oh, yeah, that's nothing. You know, that's just mainly for Val.
was not-
That's mainly for Val to listen to because now I got a Stanley Cup for free. I didn't even pay nothing because my job. We get stuff from Uline and we get a free thing.
Oh, that's cool.
My name is drawn and they gave it to me.
Free Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
What kind of Stanley Cup was it though? Like,
It's the Uline Stanley Cup. It's blue. It's like a gray and blue. Stanley Cup backpack. No, it's just Stanley
You
Cup.
still have backpack of
oh, I
it.
didn't see that.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool though.
I like this guy.
Bruh.
You
It's
said it was
kind
like
of
a
like,
blue.
It's like a 40 ounce.
yeah, it's like
Oh,
that
that's
one right
cool.
there. The
Oh, the
very
one that has
right.
the handle?
The second to the very right. There you go, that one. But it says
Oh,
Uline
that's
on
cool.
it.
That's cool.
Oh,
It's
for your
Stanley.
job?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
because we
cool.
get it from.
It's 40 ounce.
Dude, they're expensive. I went to Bass Pro and
No
they
reason.
have their own like Stanley Cup, and it was $20, $25.
Oh, with just like Bass Pro Shop.
It just has Bass Pro instead of
Nice.
Stanley, and I use that for work all the time. People are
Mm.
like, "Is that a Stanley?" And I'm like, "Hell no!" They're like paying $45 for a cup,
But
bro.
we
That's
got
crazy.
too many of those cups at home.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Have you seen the Stanley mug one? It's like a beer mug.
No.
Yeah, one of my friends has one of those.
The same thing with the mugs. Like I got a mug for like
Yeah,
the
look.
office. I got a
Oh
mug.
my
Is it the
God.
black click on the black one?
Workout.
That one, yeah, it looks like a mug.
That's pretty crazy. That's too much. 25. Why is that one cheaper than the other one? That's crazy.
Because it's a mug.
Oh, it looks bigger. That's what I was like. But that makes sense.
Wasn't popping up.
Freaking mug.
It's cool though. Yeah,
Yeah.
the boy
It's free.
Franquito has one of those.
For real?
Yeah, he has a white one. Yeah, he's like it's for my apple juice.
Because
he doesn't drink beer.
Beer style?
Huh?
Like for beer fest?
Pretty
Style
much.
cup?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what that looks like. But it's the Stanley. That's cool.
Yeah,
That's
no.
cool. That's cool. Which I mean, I don't know if y'all into beer or anything, but October Fest is
I hear about it.
coming up. Have you ever been to one of those?
What is that?
I don't. I want to go, maybe to vlog, but
Man,
I don't like beer.
Oh, you don't have to like the beer to go though. They
No,
like,
I know.
food
I'm
and stuff.
saying. Where's it at?
Well, they have. I know there's like one in Addison and I think one in Dallas, but the one I used to go to is called Wars Fest, and that's in Central Texas. But I tell you, like out of the ones that I've been to, that one's the best one.
It's big. Sounds big.
The whole town just kind of shuts down and they all go to this festival. I guess because it's in Central Texas, it's the Germans settled in that area.
Okay.
So there's a lot of German influence, like in Central Texas. And so one of the festivals they do is Wars Fest. So it's like one of the bigger ones there. But aside from the beer, you're not the like beer to go, but
Yeah.
they have like pork chop on a stick, all their sausages and potato chips. Like fair, like it's like a German fair.
Pork chop
Yeah.
on a stick sounds.
I feel like I've
crazy.
heard. I mean,
It's
I've heard.
good.
What would you say? What was it called?
Oktoberfest.
Oktoberfest. I
So
heard that
Wars Fest
before.
is like Oktoberfest.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just their version in that town.
Okay.
Which
I've
is
never
cool,
gone to
man.
something like that.
Yeah.
I always wondered. I was like, what do they do? They just walk around, hang out.
Yeah,
There's
like
is
the
there
fair.
live music.
yeah,
too?
yeah, yeah. Well, ironically, like, do you listen to a lot of like Mexican music, like with the accordion and stuff like that? No.
No, sadly not.
So at the festival, there's accordion players, but they're German. But you can draw like some similarities to how they play, and you're like,
Mexican
oh,
music.
maybe that's kind of where it came from, and how it traveled
Yeah.
here, and how like it integrated with the culture
Yeah.
and stuff. It's really
That's
cool,
interesting.
man. If you ever have time to go to one of those, definitely check it
It's
out.
free?
It's fun. Depends on which one. I know most of them, since like it's like a fest, they usually charge like a.
You should
entrance
probably
fee.
try one of the ones here, like Addison or
Yeah,
something.
dude, that'd be cool. I like events like that where I'm just
I'm
walking,
down.
chilling outside.
And it's October, so it wouldn't be too hot.
Yeah,
No,
it'll be
no.
cold by then. Hopefully.
No,
Actually,
not cold.
Last time
These
Halloween
last
was
Halloween,
cold.
bro,
Oh
be
yeah, the
sweating
last
my
no.
balls
But
off.
the one before that.
God,
Before that it was
bro.
cold. Before that Halloween.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
But
Yo, I'm getting married
Dope.
on November 1st, and that's when it starts.
Well, this one says September.
So like after the wedding, we're planning like the next day to go to the festival because we haven't
Wow.
gone in a couple of years. It actually like burned down during COVID, so no one was sure if like it
What?
would come back up.
Yeah.
You know, but I think it came up like maybe a year or two ago,
Mhm.
and so we're like, oh,
That'd be a
we
great
gotta
place
go.
to interview
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
Yeah,
People
no,
with
yeah.
fucking
I'm
shit
just-
face.
Man, they
Yeah.
do these. It's like it looks like a little bucket of beer, but throughout the day, people like when they finish their beer, they'll stack the buckets. So there's like towers of
what?
like beer buckets. And people just walk in there, and then the biggest tower is like, oh man, it's cool.
Put it in work.
Yeah. Definitely
go around asking people for shout outs. Who you shouting out today? Shout out my mama. All drunk and stuff. Shout out my mama.
That's just somewhere to ask fun questions. Like funny ass
like
questions
goofy,
to get reactions.
Oh, that's not a like. Is that what you mean?
Funny.
No. Well, that's the Stein. There, it's like a plastic cup. It's like a big plastic cup that they have at specifically at that festival. And then they'll just stack them
and it's
up.
able to stack it. Okay, that's cool.
I feel like
that's pretty dope.
Kind of be a little like hazardous if a bunch of drunk people are carrying like the glass ones and they break. You know?
Yeah, that's not lasting.
Like plastic ones. But, so that looks like that's in Germany there.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Why'd you spell Oktoberfest like that?
What do you mean?
Okay.
That's how it auto.
Oh, yeah, it autocorrect.
That's kind of okay.
But cool. Let's do these. I guess we got a couple icebreakers. Not really that we need it, but I asked today on Instagram just so people know.
Oh yeah.
What is the first thing you notice about someone? Someone said their swag.
Oh, like they're what they're wearing.
I guess yeah. Somebody
Probably.
said their energy.
Okay, that's a good one.
That's I could see
the
that.
boy said the color of the deck they're playing.
Like in One Piece?
In anything, really, I guess. If anybody's playing blue, we get rid of them immediately.
Hey, that's okay.
Wait, don't you play blue, though?
No. I don't play blue.
Who plays blue?
Rafa.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
But you said the eyes, Chico, they never lie.
The eyes, man.
The eyes?
Eyes tell a
And then
lot.
someone said their posture.
That too.
That's a good one too.
Yeah,
I could see that.
so?
Yeah, I probably noticed that too. But.
What would be your answer?
Yeah. Dang. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Like, when I first meet somebody, I'm trying to think of like people that I just
he always does this.
reaction.
So
yeah,
he's always gonna go last.
yeah. I'll go last. You go, Andy. First thing you notice about a person.
The first thing I noticed about a person is their color of their eyes.
I thought he was gonna say that.
Really?
I was gonna go
The color of their the color of
coming from the white man.
That's crazy.
Oh, he's not white, but you white skinned.
Oh, you're not white?
Why?
I'm not white.
I know.
I'm Mexican.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's so like
Oh, this
pale.
is white complected.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
color of their
'Cause-
eyes.
That's what I look at whenever I talk to you.
So eyes too, pretty
Okay.
much.
Look at your
Yeah.
eyes.
That's a good one.
Go ahead. Why do you say eyes?
I don't know. Like,
Hey,
I
that's
feel like it when you meet somebody,
eye contact.
Eye contact.
Yeah.
You're talking to them.
Oh, okay, I
conversation.
guess.
Yeah.
Because see, like, I guess when I think of first impressions, I think of someone walking down a hallway,
Yeah.
and immediately what I always look at is their hair.
What?
I don't know, dude. I just,
You use Head and Shoulders, like what?
I don't know. Like every time somebody's like, "What's the first thing you looking like when you're
Just
gonna
their hair.
looking for a girl or something?" I'm like, their hair.
So is this
It's
specifically like when like females or like
Oh,
anybody?
guys too.
Okay.
Like I'll be like, "Dang, they work in the sun." Like you can tell, like their hair. You know
okay,
what I mean?
yeah,
Or like,
yeah.
or like, "Oh wow, they
That's
combed it really
interesting.
nice today," or the style of their hair, or "Oh, they got bald spots" type thing. You know what I mean? Like
damn.
it's just the first thing I notice is always their hair. I don't know why, but that's just it for me.
Yeah. I feel like now thinking about it, the first thing I noticed is probably like the first one, like swag, like what they're wearing,
Like
what
their
the, what,
shoes
the,
or
what their
something, or
appearance
like a
is, if they got
He
tattoos, you
said,
know.
Okay.
"Boo-boo."
Like I guess, yeah, yeah. I guess appearance, like just what they're wearing and what they have on them.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Kind of
Does-
see like
does
how,
that-
because like their type of clothes sometimes I don't know, just like
Yeah,
sometimes
yeah,
they wear
no, it's
expensive clothes and
definitely
you
a
can
thing.
kind of tell the fabric or you know just tell it's
He
high
said
quality.
Egyptian
Egyptian
silk.
cotton.
Cotton
Does that
silk.
change how you're gonna
Nah,
approach somebody?
nah.
then? Like,
It's just something I noticed. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's like, if they're dressed nice, you know, a firm
Yeah.
handshake. If they're dressed in sport attire, you gotta dap them
yeah.
up.
Yeah, especially if they know how to dress like well, like they
got,
you
like,
could
style.
tell they
Yeah.
know how to put themselves like this is a person at work that's new, and it's like she's kind of older, but she's like you could tell like the shit she wears like it's just very an outfit, you know. Every day it's a new outfit and it's very bright and it's different color and it's crazy,
Like
but it works and
they
it's like
thought
oh that's
about
crazy,
it.
yeah.
That's cool.
Like they set up their clothes in the morning.
You
Or at
probably,
night.
yeah,
Like night
probably,
before, like,
yeah.
I already know.
Yeah,
what they
and then
want.
you could see like their shoes and shit. You could tell like if they're
Sweet,
really
clean.
into them or not.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
okay, I see.
Pretty cool.
There's some other on the Saunders Sesh page. Somebody said style the personality, the energy that it gives off. So same thing. How they treat other people around them. So I guess if you're going to a big group,
That's it for everyone. Like for actually.
their eyes
Personality-wise,
is
yeah.
another one. Smile and friendliness. How they carry themselves, which is a big thing because some people slouch a lot, and I'm like, dang, they don't want to be here. Like when I go to work and I see someone slouching, I'm like, they probably didn't sleep good, or they don't want to be here, or they're just exhausted. And this one says the first thing they say about themselves, it lets me know what they value most. So I guess this one's already in the conversation.
Yeah, it's like actually meeting them.
Vibe.
Yeah.
If they acknowledge me or not, make eye contact, smile, say hi, etc. Okay. And then their mannerisms.
Okay. Yeah.
Mannerisms
Like if they say excuse me, passing by.
Like
I like that.
move their head,
okay.
like
talking with our hands.
Yeah.
Type
I do that a lot, bro. I almost hit people. That's why when I talk, I'll make sure people are away from me. I think it's been a couple of times. I think I smacked George like once or twice.
Really?
Playing Magic. I'd be like, bro, watch out. And I'll like hit his shoulder. He'll be like, oh. And I'll be like, my bad, bro. I'm just very like vocal with my hands. But yeah, those are the answers. Here's another one from our famous card game. This is how we do icebreakers now. No wrong answers. It's on Amazon if you want to play it. It's a fun little game for people. This one says, what out there conspiracy theory do you hope is true?
Oh. Yeah, think about that one.
So I guess examples would be Hollow Earth, reptilians, which is kind of related to Hollow Earth, Flat Earth, Antarctica holding deep secrets, stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Aliens.
I guess that's a conspiracy theory. Right? Yeah, that's a big one. That's what you want? Is that your answer?
I feel like mine's I'd say I wish that we're not alone in this, I hope the theory is that we're not the only living thing in the whole fucking universe,
I think for me, it would be. For me, this is a picture of a dried up, crusty alien on the screen. You pulled him out of a Dorito bag. Dude's crusty. Just look up aliens is real on Google, and it's just a crusty alien. But I think for me, it would have to be just any like mythical creature. I don't care which one. Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, Chupacabra, anything. Just one of them. I don't care.
Those aren't mystical, bro.
Huh?
So those aren't mystical. Those are real.
Mythical, right?
Said,
No, they're not mythical.
They're real, bro.
I just hope one of them's real. A unicorn, I guess.
Or like, what is it? The jackalope?
What is that?
I think I heard of that, but I don't remember.
Oh, the rabbit with antlers?
Yeah.
Jackalope. Yeah, those are. There they are. Yeah, dude, those are fake. I thought that was real because I saw it in the Scooby Doo movie.
Same.
I saw it in the. No, they're not. They're fake, dude. They're all
Says
fake.
who, bro?
Jackalope.
Huh?
Says who?
The government. No, but forever I thought it was like a real animal. Like you can literally go out there and just see.
Yeah, because
these.
you see it like that. You
Yeah.
know? Like, oh.
But it turns out
But
they're
no,
fake.
Jackalope.
Yeah, it
They're
turns
made
out
up.
they're fake, dude.
Mythical.
Mythical creature. That's crazy.
Jackalope.
Nah, I remember I seen one the other day.
No, no, bro, they're not real. It even says it right there. The jackalope is a mythical creature, animal of North America folklore.
Look at that.
That's fake.
Occasionally. So for that, I like people maybe confusing like there's some in the wild that like have like some sort of disease, So they'll have like tumors and stuff coming
sticking out, like kind of like horns.
They're like, oh, I saw he had a horn or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. You know? Yeah, that's how they
Just making it
come
worse.
to view.
You just making
I
it
ain't
worse.
never heard of those three. Those four. What the hell?
What?
Those people also search for.
What the heck is that?
Look at that wolf man.
Oh, yeah, that's a squirrel with
Ew.
with antlers and
And
wings.
wings.
A Wolpertinger? A Wolpertinger?
Oh, which one?
Another one you clicked on, yeah.
That's crazy.
I've heard of that one.
Yeah. I think if Cthulhu was real, that'd be really cool, but I don't want that to be real. It's kind of scary. But any Lovecraft thing would be pretty cool, but hopefully not.
What about you, Andy?
What would I want to be real?
Yeah, conspiracy.
Conspiracy. I don't know if I want to say it.
What?
Bro, I'm gonna get on the FBI watch list.
What? Oh man, I don't know if I want to know now.
But we'll just go with the hopefully unicorns are real.
Okay,
Hopefully unicorns are real.
that'd be crazy, bro.
They just find one. They're like, oh yeah, it's in the zoo. It's in the Dallas Zoo, bro. Like,
Those would go extinct so fast, probably.
if people will hunt them down,
People
probably be worth
would
a
want
lot
the
of
horn
money,
and all
yeah.
that. You know, unicorn.
Unicorn spot. Stop, bro. Stop.
Is it
Unicorn
real?
spotted. It's
This
crazy.
video proof, bro.
What about you? Was it the?
Man, I guess you can kind of see it as a conspiracy, but man, I was on my way to San Antonio last week. Like, I was like listening on my drive there, like over secret societies and like how they control everything.
Like Illuminati?
Yeah, but yeah. Well, I mean that's like
That's
the-
one of
the
them.
biggest
the
ones,
biggest
right?
one, yeah.
But
Like, what is it, Freemasons,
Yeah, the
right?
Freemasons,
Yeah.
man. Like I think there's like some temples here. I don't know if you've seen them.
Yeah, there's some here, yeah.
Yeah,
I pass by it all the time at work.
I
Sometimes.
seen videos of people when they infiltrate the organization or whatever.
Yeah.
They get like initiated with like a ranking system, but they do like little ceremonies and stuff.
Yeah.
And I seen like people sneaking cameras and they're doing like some crazy shit, like
Yeah,
some
it was-
rituals. And,
Yeah.
It was crazy. One guy at work was saying that like he used to hang out with somebody who was like part of the Freemasons, and that they invited him, and it's just like a club. You know, you go and drink, and they like all read books, and it's like just a like bunch of like knowledgeable people. And he's like, this was like one in California, and he said that it really just felt like they were trying to get, because you have to pay to be in it.
Okay.
Of course, probably not like the. And this was like a free, like I'm pretty sure the Freemasons here in Irving, because we have a building. I'm sure they're not like.
you should walk into one.
I'm sure they're not like. How do you say? I'm sure they're not like up to anything bad, because one, they ain't got the money. This is Irving, Texas. I mean, I'm pretty sure like if there's a national like huge, they're a part of like I feel like they're part of a bigger organization.
Yeah.
But once it goes to these little towns and these little cities, like they don't do anything.
Yeah.
They just get together and.
Shaq is a Freemason, I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
What's the goal?
For the
What do they
actual
do?
big one, like
Yeah.
the big Freemason. I don't know.
What are they? What is?
Like I'm sure the Freemasons in like Austin or something, or like or even like Dallas, they're probably like they probably have control of a lot of stuff.
Probably. They got a nice building out there in downtown.
Yeah, but the one
nice.
here in like Irving, like I've only seen their sign at a park in Las Colinas.
Oh my god!
You know what I mean? But I
Yeah.
don't think they're like as crazy in like small little places.
Yeah.
Have you seen like their handshakes and stuff? How they tell each other apart when
Yeah,
it's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Like,
That's it?
Like they have a whole
it
system.
depends.
Oh,
Depends.
Like, it depends on your ranking.
Yeah.
You shake their hand a certain
What?
way, and that's how you know, like, oh, you're a Freemason. Dude, you get real deep with that, man.
Yeah,
like,
they
you
do,
know,
like,
like
the turkey.
Other Freemasons promote other Freemasons, like in
They are,
the
the
workplace and
handshakes,
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Some you dab up, some you don't.
You gotta
Yeah.
remember. Hey, that was kind of blind. It's in the bottom right. Yeah. Yeah, bro. Oh, shit.
It's a thumb war.
That's
Yeah.
a thumb war.
Thumb war.
That one too. The top right.
I seen that one.
The lions, the lion's paw.
Yeah. People like in Congress and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, but before they shut us down, tell us about yourself.
What do you want to know, man?
Let's go with like, what are your current priorities in this part of your life?
It's a good one, man. So, big priority right now is just I'm in the process of getting married.
Nice.
It's been cool but stressful at the same time.
I feel that.
And that's just like coming from, I feel like I'm doing like the bare minimum for the preparation, because my girl's like planning it. She's like, we gotta do this, we gotta do that, we gotta go here, we gotta do that, we gotta talk to this guy. But man, it's been interesting, man, because we're getting married through the Catholic Church, and I'm not a Catholic, but I know each church kind of approaches that in a different way.
Yeah.
So we had to I had to talk to like some ladies. Like, I'm getting interviewed, asking me questions and stuff, and then the next one, it's like I have to get someone I know so they can interview them, and they ask them about me.
Like, are you a good person or something?
I guess so. That's crazy. Yeah. And then you gotta talk to a priest or a deacon, and like he kind of interviews you and asks you questions and stuff.
Dang. That Freemason stuff, bro. Give him the lion's paw, bro. Give him the lion's paw.
Probably, man. But it's been cool, man. Cool experience. So I'm getting married in November. Mm. I'm getting married in Central Texas, which is where I met my fiance. Mm-hmm. So we met there. Mm. I proposed there. So like it's only right.
That's cool.
We married there.
Complete the story in a way.
Yeah. And so we recently visited the church we're gonna get married at in Central Texas, and man, if you haven't been out there, it's real pretty, man. The hill country is like a hidden gem.
The hill country is like
in Texas, man. Like, it is so pretty out there. The church is kind of like, it's in Spring Branch, so right outside on New Braunfels where Wars Fest is at, like the festival. But like nice. you get out to the countryside a little bit, and like stuff is just like on hills, you know, like buildings, and you go up, and it's weird. The architecture is also weird because it's not like a lot of places. It's not like one big building. Stuff is kind of separate into like little shacks or buildings, because you have to build this stuff on top of hills.
Yeah, is it kind of like a Mexico thing, kind of?
Hill country.
Hill country.
Yeah, give me a reference. That's crazy.
Hill
that
country,
sounds crazy,
Texas.
Dude. You know what makes me? Have you ever seen The Emperor's New Groove? The movie, the Disney movie.
I haven't.
Emperor's New Groove.
No, never even heard of that.
You seen that movie?
Yeah.
You know how like all their houses are on a hill and everything's like separated a little bit.
So yeah, you see that picture right there, the arch, that one, no, down, right? Yeah, stuff is like that. So yeah, it's built like within the trees and up hills and stuff like that. Real nice place. Very, very beautiful, man. If I don't like, nice. If I don't call this home, like that's home. I spend a good couple years out there. It's actually like where I feel like I started to discover myself a little bit out there.
Yeah.
You know, I went to school out there. So I went to Texas State, which is out there in San Marcos. So nice. About 30 minutes south of Austin.
Okay.
So that's kind of how I got introduced to all of that.
Dude, that's crazy.
And so all that, so if you go down 35, like if you're going to Mexico, like when you venture out, like you start to see that. And you don't have to go far. It's like you
I didn't
go
know
right outside
like
of Austin and you see the stuff like that, man.
I didn't know
beautiful.
That stuff existed here in
dude,
Texas.
Texas, dude, like it's crazy.
Texas is
like,
huge, man.
Hills and all that.
Beautiful.
Everything's flat here, bro.
Yeah. It's I think the hill country starts in Cedar Hill, actually.
Oh really? Oh yeah, because
so you go to a certain part of
and
Cedar Hill,
it
it starts to get real.
Yeah.
So I think that's where
when you're going to
Hill
DeSoto
Country
and
starts for us.
Okay.
Up here. And I don't know how far it extends. I'm assuming like I think once you hit like South Texas, which like in San Antonio.
Yeah.
But when even like that, like you come out of San Antonio, you go like through the back roads and stuff. You see stuff like this. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff.
It doesn't look like Texas.
It's not look like Texas. Not this Texas, right?
Oh yeah, that's like a map of Central Texas. Oh yeah, Fredericksburg is a pretty place too, man. If you want to drink wine, bunch of wineries out there in Fredericksburg, man. You take like a tour bus, and it takes you to all these wineries. Actually, there's a winery that's a zoo.
No, that'd be
There's
sick.
a winery that's a zoo, man.
How far is that? Winery, zoo.
Great. Damn, bro.
Crazy. But yeah, man, like you don't see that here in Dallas, you know? Like that's so definitely like I did a lot of, I feel like in my mid to later 20s, like I definitely grew up
Different.
yeah. But you know, like that's the journey that I took once I guess I decided that I wanted to go to school, which there's really no like timing for that once you graduate high school and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, everyone's kind of like on their own time and stuff. And that's something that I learned, you know, like because I didn't take school serious and want to do something with that until I was maybe 20, 23. So by 24, I was out there in school, and I had some roommates, and I'm thinking like before meeting them, I'm thinking now I'm probably gonna be like the oldest one, you know, like
Yep.
Nah, man, I was the youngest one. Like they were like in their late 20s, early 30s, like still doing school, doing different stuff. Yeah. So definitely, like I said, like I guess maybe it gave me a different perspective on people and life and where people are at. But yeah, man, Texas State was a big chapter in my life, which again, that's where I met my fiance, and now we're here and getting married.
How long were y'all engaged for?
We've been engaged for about a little over a year.
Oh, okay.
But we've been together for about 6, 7, 8 years. Yeah.
Did you meet her like your freshman year of college?
Nah, man. Man, when did I meet her?
Damn.
It's been a while. I definitely wasn't my first. It was probably my second or third year, and at this point, like, I guess in that journey there, when I lived there, I feel like I was like struggling with school because I went there, but like, I didn't have like motivation to finish or like what I was studying.
Stuff,
You're just doing more of the college stuff, like the
I think I was mainly there because I didn't want to disappoint like my parents. You know, I think that was like their biggest push, like you know, for their kids to go to school and get a degree. And so when I actually got that degree, I was like, "What the fuck do I do after that?" Because I didn't think past that, dude. Yeah, it's crazy. I didn't. The whole life just like,
I guess it's like
man,
stressful, you know.
Yeah.
Get through school, and then finally when you're done, you're just like,
you spent all that time studying and all that for tests and focusing.
Man. And like I graduated in applied sociology.
Oh no!
But I don't do shit with it. Just went because like this is kind of
typical.
The easiest thing I feel like I could do, and yeah. So right now, like I work in IT, so it's like not even closely related to that. But
yeah.
But I mean, yeah, if it wasn't, I guess.
So you studied sociology?
Yeah, dude.
That's so
the
cool.
Study of people, man.
Did you try finding a job originally for that?
Man, the crazy thing, when I graduated, COVID happened.
Oh, damn. Okay.
So I ended up at a small little warehouse.
Damn.
Yeah, man. Either I graduated, COVID happened. I think I graduated like in August, so like after summer through there.
Yeah.
And then a couple months down, like everything shut down. But like I said, I didn't know what I wanted to do, so like I came back to Dallas. Yeah, I was like, I guess I'll just figure it out here. And then COVID happened, and I'm like, well, what the fuck do I do now?
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, I ended up at a little warehouse job.
So when you went to school, it was just like no family over there. Just
no,
you?
dude. Obviously, like you have family that supports you and stuff.
Yeah.
But out there, at least in the beginning, like I felt really alone because you're out of your comfort zone. Like you got nobody there. You're trying to meet new people.
You don't know the closest Chick-fil-A or nothing.
Oh yeah, man, that's true. Yeah, Chick-fil-A was clutch out there too, man. Like, but yeah, man, didn't have family out there, and I would consider myself maybe more like the black sheep of my family. So I don't really talk to too many people in my family, but like at least my immediate family. Right?
Yeah.
But even then, like through my time there, like not that we had like a falling out, but I guess stuff happens,
yeah,
and they're like, hey, like we can't help you. So then I think that's a good time for me, or that time to like, that's when I realized like, yo, like what do I do, like,
yeah,
with my life, like what I want.
Yeah.
It was like before COVID, but
you really had a lot of time to yourself and realized that.
Yeah, but and then they're like, hey, we're not gonna help you no more. We can't help you with school. So like you're put like in the kind of like another state of mind.
Yeah,
it's kind of like sink or swim.
Yeah.
So like I gotta do something to put myself through school.
Yeah.
Gotta finish, like
still gotta study
and but luckily, like I guess if it wasn't for that, man, I don't think I would have understood like what growing up.
Yeah, life became different because it had to. It was like forced on you.
Yeah.
Like you didn't have anything to lean back on. It was
man. Like I could say like
the
last couple of years, man. Like literally just me, putting myself through school, and again that's like around the time that I met my fiance. So she definitely had a big factor in helping me like finish school and stay on track and not give up despite of the circumstances and that point in life. So yeah, shout out to her, man. I don't think I would have graduated if it wasn't for her. For that help with like just, hey, study, take your tests, go to class, like get to work on time, like just little stuff like that. But grateful, man, for that experience, because I don't think I would be like who I am now today if it wasn't like going through those things.
Like shaped the person that you were.
For sure, and definitely shaped my outlook on life, and again, like how you approach people and stuff you want to do,
especially sociology. That's dope. I always liked sociology.
Yeah, it's good stuff. But yeah, man, that's
what's like the biggest thing you learned, whether it's about yourself or just like,
man,
or like the best advice, I guess, or like what's something that you were like, yeah, this hits. Like
question, have you ever told yourself that you love yourself?
No.
I do now.
Cause I never think about it.
Well, why? Like, why haven't you thought about it?
I don't know. I don't know. Cause it's just kind of one of those things. It never pops up in my mind. Like, yeah, I love myself.
So
that's more of like like maybe an insecurity or something. I don't know, or maybe just something that just doesn't pop up in my head. Right.
Yeah, no, I struggled with that for a bit. I struggled more with the being proud of myself was the biggest thing. Like I felt like everything I accomplished was never good.
Okay.
Like
failure.
People would be like, yes, dude, failing was a huge thing for me. Like I just felt like everything I did, I would quit or I would fail, and I was kind of when I was thinking about like not doing the podcast anymore because it was just me. Like all that kind of hit. I had things going on with family as well, and that's when I was like, damn, like. At some point, you just gotta like, because I was like, I need everything to just break down. Like I didn't want to start again on rubble. You know what I mean? Like I had to completely cleanse. And it's kind of what I did. And yeah, so that's why when you say that, like being proud of myself, which is also a part of loving yourself, because you got to be proud of what you do type thing, you know? And now I'm good. Like life is definitely better once I realized like you should be proud of the things you do. And I think somebody told me, like, celebrate everything. You know? Everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, I passed the test.
Yeah.
Go hang out with friends. Celebrate in a way, you know? It doesn't even have to be anything crazy. Just so that everything can feel like you accomplished something. You did something. You actually did. Like, you finished whatever you said you were going to do. And that really helped me, like, slowly be proud of myself and realize that I was actually doing stuff. Because I would do stuff, and then I would be like, it's not enough. You know? But it's because now that I celebrate it, and people are like, oh, good job. Or like, hey, hell yeah, good, good shit. Like, just simple stuff like that. It made me realize, like, oh, I'm actually slowly achieving these things. I'm actually doing shit. So it made me feel proud of myself. And then as far as loving myself was like when I started hitting the gym constantly. Yeah. I like, oh, I'm starting to build muscle. Right, I can see shoulders. I got traps and stuff. So now I'm just like, good about yourself. Yes. And working out does wonders, bro. But yeah, it took me a while. And it definitely wasn't until I think the end of last year, beginning of this year, where like you said, I was like, yeah, I love myself. And I actually feel like I'm accomplishing shit. Because for a while, it was like...
It's good.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's real good. I would say like that's I would say that's the biggest thing that I feel like I've learned about myself is I've never told myself that I love myself. And then you start to think like, why? Like, why haven't I told myself that? And then you get to just other things that you start to learn or want to learn about yourself, you know?
Yeah.
So
like you're not worth your own love or something like that. It gets pretty deep, dude. Yeah, it gets pretty dark. Yeah. And that's why I was kind of like, I just need everything to break. I just need everything to fall on me.
Have you ever gone to therapy or thought about it?
I think about it all the time.
What's stopping you from?
I don't know. I guess just not really looking out, like I guess ways in. But that's because like when I talk to a lot of people, and I should still go to therapy. Everybody go to therapy. Everybody needs to talk to somebody, you know? But I guess for me, it's because I'm just, ever since I clicked, I'm just constantly working on myself. Like, if I did something in the morning, or I kind of like said a smart remark to somebody, and I'm driving at work, I'm immediately thinking like, why did I do that? Or what did he do that triggered me? Why did it make me feel that way? And it got to the point to where like, now I just like, anytime I can, I'm just like, how my day go? Why do I feel this way? Why am I so attached to this when I shouldn't be? Or like stuff like that. Yeah. I still think I need therapy though, because you need the help. I think the big thing is like with therapy. I think why everybody needs it is because having different outlooks is huge. Like, and I've learned that at work. Like whenever there's a problem at work, I'm like slowly asking everybody, like, how do you think we should take care of this situation? And then their way of doing things is completely different than mine. And sometimes I'm like, oh, you know what? That might work better. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, it's the same thing with like therapy. Like you think you know what's wrong, but then when somebody goes and like, because in therapy, in real life, like they shouldn't be telling you what's wrong with you. They should just tell you how they see it. And you should be like, oh, wow, I never seen it that way. You know, like they're telling you what they're realizing so that you can slowly start opening up a wall that you were stuck at. I feel like that's what therapy is. So having different people's outlooks is huge. Of course, they know how to do it better because they've taken classes. Yeah. But, you know, because, you know, you go to your homeboy and they're just like, I don't know, man. I don't know what's wrong with you.
You'd be surprised, man, what you get out of that. And, again, that's, for me, like, that falls into, like, discovering yourself, like, learning about yourself. Because, you know, we could all have some sort of perception about ourselves, how we think about ourselves. Yeah. But when you get like an unbiased opinion from somebody, like
you never realize what people actually
And there you
can
go.
think of you. Yeah.
Came down
And
to
then
like,
you hear
dang,
it from them, and you're like, oh.
So you went to therapy?
Yeah, I'm currently in therapy. I started
Nice.
about a year ago, actually, a year or two ago, when I realized like, yo, like I want to be happy. I want to love myself, you know, and in that process, you know, man, like it's crazy because again, if you haven't tried it, I always like recommend if you are seeking, like definitely do it because I think anything like just a person feeling like not normal and wanting to get like a perspective on that, like I feel like that's like super helpful.
Yeah, like you're not always in your like you're always feeling discomfort in a way. Yeah, like you know, I feel because I know a lot of people like they feel like they're out of their skin. They don't know why they're even in life. Like, what's my purpose? What am I doing? Crazy. I've never had that feeling. I always know why I'm here. My goal will always be the same, and my goal is just always to help somebody. Doesn't matter with what. Yeah. I'm just here. Like, if I can help, I'm going to help. And, like, that's why I did this podcast type thing. It's just, like, because whenever we were rolling, you know, we were actually, like, releasing episodes, interviewing people constantly. Back when we first started, like, people would message me and be like, I don't feel alone anymore. And that made me feel good because I had a friend, you know, that felt alone, and he's not with us anymore. So, in a way, that's, like, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep pushing. That's why, like, in my whole friend group, it's always like, we know if we call you, you're going to come through type thing, you know? Yeah. And that's just really what I want to be. Like, I've reached my goal, and now I'm just trying to perfect it with everybody I meet. I'm just trying to be, in a way, the hero that everyone needs. Just because I grew up watching Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles and stuff like that. So I always just want to be a hero. But I know for sure that having like a hero mentality is so unhealthy. Because I've seen people who they're like, they can't do this without me. They need me there. And I'm like, bro, they're fine. You know, like they need to learn, let them be on their own. Like you can't have everybody's back forever. Yeah. But yeah, I know hero syndrome is actually. Really? Yeah. Hero syndrome. Yeah. Because my whole life I've been a leader, right? Like a whole life they've always chosen me to like. When I was in the youth group at church, or whenever we started a soccer team, or whenever we do anything, like I'm always just looked at as the leader, or they'll like appoint me. Yeah, I take the lead, or I'll go out of my way to like try to take the lead. And it wasn't until somebody told me a good leader isn't somebody who tries to be good at everything. It's somebody who knows what they're weak at and let someone else take the role when it comes to that. So I learned that at a very young age. No, not young age, but I learned that when I was in high school. So we would have a lot of hangouts. Okay. And I'd be like, I can't grill. So I would get a friend and be like, can you grill, please? And they'll be like, yeah, sure. So my priority came from let me do everything, let me take care of everyone, to let's just make this the best experience. Right. You know? So it stopped being more about I need everyone to see me cooking and tell me, damn, you're good, you know? And now it's like, I just want everyone not to get food poisoning. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, like, my views have definitely changed.
That's good.
A lot, yeah.
Part of growing.
Yeah.
Part of growing, yeah, for sure.
But I guess, back to what you were saying. Oh. Therapy.
Oh, therapy. Yeah, man. It's crazy because I didn't know I needed it until someone tells you, like, hey, I think you need it. Like,
is that why you went? Because somebody told you?
Well, again, it comes back to my fiance. Oh. Because, like, she started before I did. Because she recognized some things that maybe weren't normal, like, with herself. And so that just, like, it kind of, like, I saw that and how it was helping. And I'm like, yo, like, I know it's not normal to feel this way, so I should try it, you know? And I think I found my therapist kind of like through an interview process. Like, I think the first meeting, like, when you talk, you talk to see if you're going to be a good fit.
Oh, yeah.
And I think for me it was important, like the person be a part of like the culture, like Hispanic.
Okay.
You know,
Nice.
Somebody who understands.
yeah, like kind of where like how you grew up, where you come from,
The mannerisms,
stuff like that. Yeah, all
the
that.
way the Hispanic hold themselves and
Oh yeah, and
the culture.
That's like a big thing, like with our culture. In my opinion,
very toxic.
that maybe we don't
In my
focus
opinion.
on like mental health.
Yeah, no,
Like
I
think how we should, you know, like we make maybe like an excuse for it, like
Yeah.
oh,
and I feel that, man, because
se te pasa, like you're fine. Like,
yeah,
yeah.
like, oh, it happens. Get up. I'm like, life sucks. You just got to go through it, and it's like,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
life don't suck. Like it really doesn't. Like, yeah, you got to go through it, but damn, you know. And I feel like that at like whenever I go to work, we have a lot of boomers, you know, and they're always like, this world's gotten soft. People need to toughen up, and then I'm like, no, people are just kind of opening up and letting people know how they really feel.
Yeah.
You know, in a way, because like, yeah, being tough is one thing too, but you just bottle up so much.
Oh yeah,
And like,
I feel that.
I don't think the world's gotten soft. I think people are just realizing that like you can get help. People actually do want to listen to your story. You don't have to, you know, in a way. So
I feel that. But I also feel like at least for my parents, like maybe they didn't have like the time to think about that, like where they came from or where they grew up.
yeah, because they come from like a mentality of like work type
straight
thing.
up,
I feel that
straight up. And then now that like we're here, like this generation, like they came
It's
from
different.
that, like
It's different.
Yeah, it's different. Like we have time to think about it and
yeah, that was
to
another
dwell
thing.
on it and to look into it.
That was
you know?
another thing I learned last year too, which was a big thing. Is like my dad and mom, like they didn't work so hard to get me through high school, and you know, like you know, when I was younger, like dress me up in the morning, go to pre-K. Like they didn't do all this stuff just so that I can end up at a 9 to 5. You know, same way they are. Sometimes even 2 9 to 5s. You know, like 2 jobs.
Yeah.
Like I in my eyes, like they didn't do that for that. You know, like yes, they want me to have a good job. Yes, they want you to make money and be able to support yourself. But I feel like in the end, they want you to be happy. Like all this suffering and all this hard work that they did, even though sometimes it damages people's mental, wasn't just for that you could end up like them. You know, like they came over here to the States to try their best, or they decided to keep you.
That's a big
scary truth, right? They decided to keep you and tried to raise you so that you could be better than them, right? Because I think that's what everybody wants, and if not, then that's crazy. But like,
just give you opportunities.
yeah, they gave you opportunities, and I feel like if I was a parent, I would want my kid to be way better than I am, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
And I feel like that's so every time, like, you know, I get home or anything, or like I just feel like, you know, and I just remember like my parents have been working hard for years. That's kind of why I came back to this podcast, because I was like, this is what I want, you know, and this isn't for like millions to watch, you know, but this is for like the people who listen to it and then they're like, I'm gonna do something with myself, you know, type thing like that.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna go to therapy, because someone listens to this episode and goes to therapy, it's like, hey, one at a time, right?
right.
You know, so
Yeah.
but yeah, therapy is oof. Where'd you go?
Man, so with everything kind of being remote, I thought like, man, I'm kind of uncomfortable being in front of a person.
Yeah.
But nah, man, like there's options that you do FaceTime, you know, do that, like, which for me, like, at least like when you start off, like, I feel like that's maybe a more comfortable approach, because you're in the comfort of your home, you know.
Yeah.
Drive somewhere. Meet, you know.
For me, it's opposite.
Really, you had.
I would want to
in
be
person?
person.
I feel like it maybe be a different experience too.
Yeah,
in person.
I would want in person. Yeah, I would not want to be home, bro. I'm too comfy. I'm be like, I'm good. You know, I'm good. But I don't know. Like, I know somebody at work. Apparently, they go through therapy, but they do it in their car.
Oh,
like Bluetooth onto because that's where they feel the most comfortable is in their car. And I'm just like, well, I've never Like, it's just crazy. If a therapist suggested that, that's awesome. Because, like, that's crazy. You know, like, to me, like, I am comfortable in my car. You know, I do call people in my car all the time, you know? Like, if I'm at home and someone calls me, I'm like, I hang up and I'm like, text me. You know what I mean? But if I'm, like, in my car, I'm like, hey, what's up? Type thing. Yeah. So, yeah.
Sick. So how did you meet your wife?
Man, she was a complete stranger to me. Like, no mutual friends, no anything. I think after a night of clubbing, I was hungry. And if you been to San Marcos,
the square.
Yeah, so I was at the square. I think it was like a Tuesday. It was Dollar Dose or Whiskey Wednesday. It was something. Thirsty Thursdays. But they right outside the square used to have like this little taco stand called Santi's Tacos.
Yes, is it the gas station?
So
or no?
Well, there is a gas station, but at the time this was like a food truck in the little parking lot next to the square. And so I was with a group of friends, and we're like, "Hey, let's go eat." Like, it's usually what you do after you hit your round at the square, and it's like, "Oh, all right, let's go eat some tacos."
Those tacos
and
are good.
So this particular night, I guess, like at Santi's, all the tables were kind of full. So
I'm thinking something else.
I saw an old coworker that had already like gotten the table there, but I didn't recognize the rest of the people at the table. I just recognized him. And I was like, "Oh, look, I'm gonna sit next to him because I want to eat my tacos."
Yeah.
So I sit down. He starts talking to me about beef steak tacos, beef steak. But then you realize like that. Oh, that's probably why they say it that way.
Yeah, beef steak,
beef steak. And
I didn't notice that.
And like, Lord behold, like where I sat directly in front of me was at the time it was a stranger, but like that's how I met my wife, or soon to be, my fiance. She was so apparently we met that night because she sat in front of me, and we were just kind of all talking amongst ourselves. And like I remember her like that night. She was the friend, and like right before we like all left for to go home after we all met each other and we had conversation and stuff, like she asked for like everyone's snap, everyone's Snapchat, and I remember that. I remember that,
that was just her way
but
at you.
So I think I waited like a day or two, and like I reached out to her and her friend. I was like, "Hey, I'm going to the square, like I don't know if you're gonna go, but
just sending an invite,
meet up again."
Damn.
And so
take notes.
She told me like that she didn't remember me that night, and her friend was the one that remembered me, and she was the one that told her, like, "Hey, like did you recognize like that guy? Like he was kind of cute for you, whatever." And
so you gave her a night she wouldn't forget.
My boy said like definitely I can't forget that, like that night of meeting her over tacos,
Yeah.
It's complete stranger, man. Complete stranger. We just happened to be
so she didn't remember you.
No, not when we first met. No.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I think she was in the point of her life where like she's like, I'm trying to meet new people, hang out and stuff. So I think it was maybe like a week later. I guess her friends convinced her like to actually go out, and me and her meet up at a bar.
So she asked you out?
No. I definitely asked her, but she's like, "Yeah, I got night class. Like, I'll go after. Like, we'll meet up at the bar." Yeah. I was like, "All right, you know, I'll see you there, you know." And
so she did go to the square that day though. Whenever you,
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So we met up, and that officially like meet her.
Yeah, like officially, yeah,
just you know, more personal.
Yeah.
But she thought I was like famous or something because that night I was like with other coworkers there too at the time, but I didn't know like everyone was gonna come out to that bar that night. And, like I'm hanging out with her for the first time.
Damn.
And everyone dabbing you up?
No, yeah, because we sat by the door, and it wasn't just like people that I work with. everyone that I happened to meet in San Marcos,
they were just all there.
Just showed up. Just happened to show up. So every person that walked in, they're like saying hi. Like every person.
The weekend. Hey yo.
And it's funny because I think George was there too.
Oh my God.
And so like she's asking him, was like, who is this guy? He's like, dude, I don't know. I didn't know he knew this many people. And yeah, so
timing's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude.
Yeah,
Dude. She thought I was famous. I was like, nah, just people
My boy is.
with. It just
My
happened
boy
to me.
was the Wizard of Oz, bro.
Dang.
He was the guy that night, bro.
The timing.
I feel like that made a good impression,
Yeah.
you know, because after that, you know, we continued talking and hanging out and stuff. Like I would go bring her breakfast when she'd be studying at the library.
Ooh,
So if you go to San Marcos, man, there's a good kolache place called Dos Gatos. Oh man, best kolaches I've ever had. Like in the morning, I grab some, you know, and take her to her in the library. She's studying. Like, hey, I got you some kolache.
Nice. You know? That's funny. Our other co-host or whatever, Val, she went to Texas State.
Oh,
Really?
And her boyfriend, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
That place will change you, man. I'll tell you that much, man.
And then one of my friends also went there too. Flowers.
Yeah.
So we went
Beautiful.
over there too. That's how I know about the square because they were over there and we went to go see them, hang out with them.
bro.
Well, whenever you want to go, man.
It's pretty fun.
Have you ever been floating?
Excuse me? On the lake or whatever? On the river? No.
Float the river. Oh man, I do that every year, man.
Yeah, I know. I always see
Every
it. And I'm like,
single
where's
year.
the invite?
Well, no, we can go
I'm
next
kidding,
year.
I'm
No,
kidding.
no,
I'm down. When is it?
This is usually during the summer. You know?
Oh, okay.
Gives you time. Yeah, I can all go as boys.
Does George go?
Nah, man, he gets grumpy when.
What?
Yeah, dude.
What do you
yeah,
mean?
ask him about it. Ask him about it.
Grumpy
Tell
on
him why
road
he's
trips, or he get grumpy when they float
he's
the
just
river?
grumpy in general. Just he went with us like 2 years ago, and it's just like it was just. I guess my mistake was we maybe invited too many people to go. Yeah, and a lot of them didn't know how to swim.
Dang,
What?
what?
Yeah.
Who doesn't know how to swim, bro?
And my friends, I love them, you know, but like to me, like that's my thing. Every year I go to the same
swimming is like
same river. I like have like it's almost like a ritual to stop. They call like shotgun islands. So every little stop at the river, you shotgun a beer.
Jeez.
Or you take a shot. Shotgun. You
That's
have
one
to,
way to
man.
get,
Especially if it's your first time.
You get fucked up.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
And I remember
Damn.
that when we went, the group separated. Half the group like just kept floating. They didn't
the
stop.
people who didn't know how to swim stayed back. Is that what you're telling me?
Well, so I have like I remember explaining to the group. I was like, "Hey, there's a couple rules that we follow in the river. You know, one of them is rule number 1: don't give your alcohol to George
Why?
because like he'll give it away or he'll lose it or something."
Yeah.
And so when we made that first stop, like to take our first beer,
Shotgun,
like a first shot, the half of the group separated. It just so happens the group that kept floating, George was in that group, and he had the alcohol.
Oh my god!
So we pull up and we open the cooler. Where's like the shots? Where's what? Like straight up, I was like, oh my god, they have the beer.
Wow.
They got all the drinks, and they just kept floating. So I'm like, all right, well, we just kind of make the most of it because it's like some people's first time, you know, to float.
Still fun.
So another maybe 30 minutes in, somebody's reaching from their float to another float for a beer.
Mm-hmm.
That person falls off somehow. I don't know how they flip over. They fall off. I'm chilling, you know, trying to just have a good time. And I hear another friend of mine just kind of like, Abel. He's yelling at me. And I'm like, well, what's going on? He's like, hey, man, somebody dislocated their shoulder.
What?
And the guy that was with us reaching over, his name's Ori. He's pretty cool, actually. Ori. Shout out to Ori, man. But it was his first time. I don't think he knew how to swim either because he had a life vest on.
Yeah.
But he reached over. I don't know how.
Dislocated.
But he dislocated his shoulder. And so like I'm swimming over to Ori. And then like, we're like, oh man, we gotta pull over, like, and it was out. It was out, like the shoulder was out, man. We pull over, and I'm like, hey, I don't know how to pop this back into place.
Yeah.
And so we just happened to stop where other people stop at.
Yeah.
Another Shotgun Island.
Oh my god, bro.
And so I'm like, we're asking people, like, does anyone know how to pop a shoulder back into place?
Like, hey, you know how to just
shoulder?
turn
It's somebody, I think he was like in the military or something. He kind of knew, but he's just like, I don't want to do it. I can kind of tell you how.
Yeah.
And so there I am, like trying to pop his shoulder back into place, and I'm like, yeah, it's not working, man.
There's a college nearby. You would think that this bunch of students there, one was bound to be some sort of nurse or doctor or something.
No, but didn't we couldn't do it. And so I was like, all right, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put him in the float, and I know the river. I know somewhere down the line, like there's stairs. I don't know whose house it is, but like I'm thinking, like I'm just gonna go up the stairs and just kind of knock and
see if they can
get 911 on the phone, you know?
Yeah.
And so it's just me and Ori. Like I put him in the float. I'm swimming down the river,
bro.
swimming, and then like I see like the first
He in
flight of
pain,
stairs.
bro.
Yeah, dude, the guy is in pain. Like it's the first time he dislocated his shoulder, and it's bad. I see the stairs. I'm like, all right, or I think we're here, man. Like I don't know who it is, but like we're just gonna figure it out from here. And so like I'm walking up the stairs, and there's like an older gentleman looking down, and I'm like, man, it's gonna be like, get off my property or something, you know, because they kind of like that out there a little bit.
It's Texas.
I go up and I get to the top of the stairs, and I'm like, hey, can I use your phone? Like, friend dislocated his shoulder. And he's like, oh man, I don't know where I'm at. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, is this your house? He's like, no, like I don't know, like this is like a park, like I'm just here, like because I'm walking from my tent and just kind of looking at the area. So he's like, I don't live here. I don't know where that is.
In the backyard too.
It's a park. It happened to be a park, like where you go camp.
Oh wow.
And he just so happened to be at the stairs when I got there.
Yeah.
So perfect place or perfect timing.
Yeah.
Like that he happened to be there, because like a walk to tents is like far out.
Yeah.
He happened to be there. He had a phone on him. We call the ambulance.
Okay.
And they figure out where we're at. He's like, oh yeah, I'll meet the ambulance out there in the entrance, like, and I'll bring him here. I'm like, okay. And I brought Ori up to the on top of the stairs, and we're like, all right, well, waiting for the ambulance.
Damn.
And yeah, like again, 30-40 minutes into the float, dislocated his shoulder. It's like a 5, 6, 7 hour float.
Yeah, maybe I don't want to go anymore,
yeah,
bro.
so it's a whole day.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a whole. Well, you could be out there the whole day. So
Damn.
I spent the rest of the day in the ER with my boy Ori. Yeah. And they popped it back into place. And,
What'd they
crazy.
say? Did they like tell you anything? Like, oh, this is bad.
No, I'm just like, dude, how do you even dislocate your shoulder, dude? Like reaching for a beer.
It has to be something with a life vest. I feel like maybe
I don't know.
He fell down and it
like
holds him in place. I don't know.
How he fell,
That's
maybe the
crazy.
weight,
Yeah.
and how you fell into. I don't know, man. I think his arm like got stuck maybe on the float or something
Maybe.
as he was reaching. But
Jeez,
that was his first experience on the river.
Yeah. He ever go again?
No,
I didn't think
I don't
so.
think he's gone since
Oh my
that
God.
day. But that was cool, man. Like I had just met him too, like kind of that weekend. So
Wait, so
Oh, wow.
you float the river for 6 hours?
you can. It depends on how
And then
many
how do you
stops
drive
do.
back? How long's the drive back? Or is it like a circle?
Okay. So most places they have like a shuttle that takes you to like the start point.
Yeah.
So either you start or you park where it ends. Either way, there's a shuttle. So you start and then you float, and then if you park back at the start, the shuttle takes you
Okay.
back.
So
Or if you park where it ends, you just take the shuttle to where it starts, and then float ends. And
Just a long river down.
yeah, it's cool though, man. You definitely gotta go. Yeah, it looks like that. Like a bunch of people out there drinking. They have this thing called slap the bag. You have a wine bag, and before you take your shot of wine, like you have to slap the bag and then take your shot.
Why? Just
Tradition,
Just
I
'cause-
guess.
oh, okay.
It's just what people do.
I was
yeah.
like, does it do something? Does
No, I
it
didn't
make
mix
it
it.
faster or something?
just slap it.
That's funny.
And you take a shot of wine.
So you gonna take us?
I'm down. Yeah. I'll be your shaman, your guide through the river, man.
I mean, your record's kind of scary right now, man.
Hey, man, I floated like, no, not 10 seasons. You know, I sound old, but I floated a good bit, man. Actually, I almost drowned in the river out there too. Yeah, man.
Jeez,
San Marcos, man. Water will kill you, dude. Straight up, dude. There's a little waterfall through campus, or a river through campus, and it ends at a park. It's called a Rio Vista Park, and it has like 3 little kind of drops, like little waterfalls. And at the time, I didn't know like how strong the current was.
Yeah.
And I remember just kind of getting sucked into the first waterfall.
Yeah.
And like you go down a little bit, but the water pushes you down if you don't come up.
Yeah,
and it just keeps pushing you down. So by the time like I realized like that, so the water's kind of pushing you down a little bit, and you come up, and then there's a second one.
Damn.
And then the third one. It was my first time going through there, so I didn't know kind of where to swim off of, like to get out of the river. But I do remember like when I hit the second waterfall, I saw somebody jump in for me.
Oh man, that's
he's
scary.
like swimming towards me, and I see him, and I'm like, oh, I'm okay. Like I think I crashed into like a rock on the side to stop myself. To
give you that lion paw grab.
Third one, yeah. And yeah, but that's not even like that's the first time. The second time on campus, that river separates 2 sides of the campus, and usually like when you're in when people graduate, they jump into that part of the river and they float down, and then there's like flight of stairs on each side. But the current is strong at a certain turn. So if you're not a strong swimmer and you try to swim across, like the river just keeps taking you. So I was with a friend at the time. Yeah, right there, that part.
Oh wow.
So from one side to the other side, I wouldn't say like I'm a good swimmer or a confident swimmer. I just know how to swim.
Yeah.
But I swam from one side to the other side, and like I don't know why I had like confidence in the person that they could do the same. They got
to get you if needed to, right?
No, well, for them just to get across. Like, I'm already across. I look back, that person is in the middle, drowning.
Oh my god.
And this is like midday, like there's not a lot of people out there.
Yeah.
Maybe like one person on the bridge, but they're like
doing their own thing.
Yeah, they're doing their own thing.
You're just like, damn.
I see them like struggling, and I'm like, fuck.
Oh, shit.
So from the stairs, like I tried to reach over to them. And I don't know if you ever seen somebody actively drown and you try to save them, they'll drown you too.
Yeah. Because they're panicking,
freaking out and splashing all over.
So
the place.
usually, like if you know they're drowning and you like maybe in a different situation, like out in the ocean, you kind of just wait for them to drown and then you save them. I was just kind of reacting at the time that I'm seeing this person drown.
Yeah.
I reach out and they pull me in, and the first thing they do is they dunk me underwater.
Yeah, because it's fight or flight. Yeah, they're mine.
I'm being dunked. I'm drowning now.
Yeah,
trying to save this person, and I just remember like, I'm like, damn, I'm gonna die out here. Like,
oh my god,
I'm gonna drown out here. Like, I need to get away. And I think, like you said, fight or flight. And I remember like I'm drowning. I'm thinking like I gotta get away from the person. And so like I managed to kind of like one of the times like they dunked me, like I made my way to the side of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was weak, man. I was like barely floating, kind of swimming to the side, but I come up for a big gasp of air, and I'm not thinking like about the other person at that point. I'm thinking like, just get to the side.
Yeah.
It's like I can't do anything else.
Yeah.
And
oh man,
I like looking back, like I'm feeling bad, like that I even like made maybe in that moment that decision just to kind of just swim to the side. But luckily, like that person had regained like their mind, like
they probably took in that huge breath of air.
It's like that they dunked me under and catch their breath.
Yeah.
But the person, like, I just remember them grabbing on to like my shorts or my arm, and I'm like side swimming to the next flight of stairs before.
Yeah.
And I'm hanging on. I'm coughing up water.
Oh,
person
shit.
is like on my back,
Yeah.
like coughing as well too, and we're laughing, but like we almost drowned out there.
Damn, bro.
We almost drowned. Wow. Yeah. So, definitely,
Goddamn.
if we go out there, I'm definitely super careful.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna take a rope. I mean, I'm a great swimmer because
Can you float?
Yeah.
Can you survival float?
What do you mean survival? Like just stay in there? Like
you don't know how to survival float.
turn like back.
First thing you need to learn is survival float.
A float.
A lot of people, I think the majority of people that drown don't intend to get into the water. And
like that.
First thing I learned when I was I took the swimming class in college, and I thought I was a good swimmer until I took that class. Turns out I was like one of the worst ones. But by the end of that semester, I knew how to survival float. I could play like water polo kind of comfortably, whereas before, like, you would kind of just stay on the side because you're playing on a deep end. Like, people are like trying to get the ball. But one thing about like survival float or learning how to swim and stuff is you never forget.
Yeah.
So if you don't know how to survival float, I definitely recommend that you go learn how to survival float. You never know when you're gonna need it. Yeah.
I thought you were saying survive a float.
Oh, survival float. Yeah, survival float. Okay. Yeah. That picture right there with the yellow shirt. That's basically it. You're kind of treading water. It kind of sounds kind of counterintuitive or whatever, but you then go into the water as you float and you relax. And then you wait a couple seconds and then you come back up, tread again, and then you go back in. So
just extending the drowning.
You relax.
Yeah.
You're relaxed.
Well,
you're trying to conserve energy because you don't know how long you're gonna be out there.
Yeah.
Because I mean, think about it. If you're just treading and you're trying to tread for like 5 minutes,
yeah,
you're gonna get tired. Like with survival flow, like if you learn it, like try to do like 30 minutes of just that. Just relax, come up, tread water some more, relax.
Nah, I never would think to do that either. Shit.
Definitely learn that before we go float.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm down.
Not that like the majority of the river is deep or anything, but you never know when.
Yeah.
You need to.
I know a lot about currents. In Cancun, those waves, bro, ain't nothing to crash into.
Oh, man.
They come from the Pacific, so
that's where you're from, right? Cancun,
yeah. Well, my parents are from somewhere else, but every time we go to Mexico, that's like that's the place like I'm most comfortable in. So like, because for example, if I tell my mom, I think they're from like Michoacan, I think, or Coro, Michoacan or something. And if people are like, "Oh, do you know this?" I'm like, "No." No, I don't. So whenever people are like, "Where are you from?" I'm like, "Cancun." They're like, "Oh, do you know this street?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I actually do." You know, like the whole conversation. Yeah. People always want to talk about like, "Oh, you're from there. Do you know this? Do you know that?" Cancun's the only place I'm comfortable. Like I can go to Cancun by myself and I'll be okay.
I love Cancun.
Yeah. But over there, those waves, yeah, they're crazy. And I remember one time, I think I was with my cousins, and they were on the surfboard, and the wave was like, it was a beach where you're not supposed to swim. It's called El Matador, which is
why
like,
you swimming there?
Because yeah, but it's literally called. I think
there's a reason that it was there. The waves are that bad,
and it's like literally like because that's where the letters are. You know how people do the can, and then the A is like missing, and then Kun, and they sit in the A like that, like Cancun. You know what I'm talking about? There's like a lot of places that have that. That's where it is, and it's all photo. Like it's all photo. It's pretty. Like all you want to do is take photos there. Like it looks nice. There's huge canopies and like stuff like that, and it's all. And people swim there, and the waves are. They're like usually they'll put man-made like blocks of concrete on the water to break the waves, so that when it hits the people, it's not a strong current. It's waves that were broken. But there is none there, and those waves. They travel the Pacific. Yeah. So they have a lot of strength, and people can, And it's crazy how you could see the sand just like being swallowed up and then spit back out. Yeah. And I think somebody was on like my boogie board, and then they were getting taken away. And then I was like, okay, well, I'm the only one. And I just went in. And it's funny because I did the survival float thing to get them back, but I didn't know that's what it was called. I just know I have to stay calm. So I would come up, breathe, and I would be holding them, and relax. And then I would just paddle, and then calm down, breathe, and then paddle, and then I would get them back. But it was hard fighting like that current. Like it was really hard fighting against it. But again, that's not a beach where like the people who live in Cancun, they don't swim there. It's the people who visit who are like, water's water.
Like, like a tourist attraction or something.
Yeah. There you go, I think that's what it's called, Matador. Or is it called Puerto Cancun? Put that in.
Wait, what?
No, it looks crazy. You got rocks out there, man.
Yeah. You say Puerto?
Puerto.
Puerto Rico. Puerto Cancun.
I think I was last out there. We did like a little boat excursion to Isla de Mujeres.
It's my island.
Port. And like they stopped like kind of like on the off the shore, and then we swam like off the coast of Isla de Mujeres. The boat, man. Yeah, but I knew like
there's like a bunch of boats around it, right? And
kind of we were like on the side of the Isla, like in the corner somewhere where there's not a lot of boats and people they let you get off and swim in that little area of the ocean.
No sharks.
No, it's shallow, but you never know. I know it's like open water, so I definitely made sure like I better wear my like life vest, regardless of how good of a swimmer you think you may be. You never know. It was beautiful though, man. Like Cancun is.
Yeah, dude. If you ever want to go, I got a house down there.
I go every year for the past 2 years.
Yeah. I have a house down there, so you won't have to pay for a hotel.
Just started. Well, I mean, I love staying at the resorts, man.
Okay. If you go to the resorts, that's a different. What resort though?
Man, I really like the Rio.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's because it's not that expensive.
A lot of people when they say, "Oh, I go to Cancun and I stay at resorts," half the resorts aren't even in Cancun. Yeah, like they're
Rio is cool. Man.
Rio is like actually on Kukulkan, which is like the street that's the strip. Yeah.
If you stay at the Rio Palace in Cancun, you can go to any of the Rios there. Yeah, that's one of the Rio palaces there.
I stayed at the Cristal, dude.
That looks nice.
That place
is real nice.
And I took my boy Sauce. We went there, and he was just like,
Palace is expensive.
Yeah, Palace is expensive.
But the regular Rio is more affordable.
Oh, okay.
It's nice.
Like you can get a good deals. Maybe it's like $130, $140 a night, all inclusive.
That one's expensive.
The one it looks like
the one that has
the Palace is expensive, but like I said, if you go to that one, you go to any of the Rios there. So they just give you a wristband, you walk into any one of those. All inclusive. The Rio like that we stayed at, I think it's like Caribe or something. They have bottles in your room, like a little.
Hey,
for free?
Yeah, dude. You finish it, they'll bring you another one to put it in there.
Here they probably charge you up the ass for that.
Oh, no, it's different.
That's crazy.
It's all included.
That's cool.
It's bottom shelf stuff.
Yeah, well, yeah,
it's included in your stay though.
Yeah, if you go all included, it's pretty expensive. It's like maybe like $300 to $500 a day.
Get your money's worth, man. Like
it's definitely
they had like expensive. 7 different restaurants in there, several different bars. Like there's a show every night. Yeah, like, you don't have to leave the resort.
Yeah, my uncle is like part of the Yakuza. That's what I like to say. He knows everyone, so we usually would just get the whole. This is my first time staying in a hotel room, so we would go and like we stayed in the hotel room for I think 2 days. And then the last couple of days, I think we were there for a week. I just went home.
Oh,
yeah. It's just way better for me because when you're there, as soon as you leave your hotel, everyone's just they're trying to hustle.
They're trying to make a buck.
Hey, go here. Hey, go there.
So you fake,
and it's
silver
all
and
like
stuff. Turns your finger.
It looks nice. It's different, but it's all it's all touristy.
You ever heard of pescadillas out in Cancun?
What is that?
It's like there's a little spot in I guess in the lagoon, a little restaurant that they're like fish tacos, like quesadillas, but they're called pescadillas, and it's like a little local spot that the locals go there.
Yeah.
they catch their fish in the morning, and you can go pick what you want. They'll weigh it. They'll skin it, cut it.
That's cool.
It's just like a restaurant. So like they have pescadillas. They're pretty good.
Yeah, sounds I think my parents have gone there before. There's one closer to our house.
Kind of looks like that a little bit. That's fried, but this is local shit. It's way different from the food in the resort. Yeah, the food in the resort is just like hotel shit. Yeah, but like it's free food. Or it's included in your stay. When you go outside, like that's one of the places that I tried.
It's ass. The one that we stayed at was good. It's good. It's not good. It was better to go out, and I would always ask my uncle, like, "Hey, where's a good place?" And he'd be like, "Bro, there." It's because you're in the touristy area.
The one that I went to.
So we would go to.
I'm sure like different restaurants have their version of it, but I remember like eating off like a beach on the lagoon. So like from the main street, you walk downstairs on like into the restaurant. Yeah. It's just like an open cantina, and then there's a lagoon.
Yeah, the lagoon is really cool.
There's crocodiles in there, man.
Yeah, really?
Lagoon. So
dude,
literally where the look at that strip where it keep going to that strip right there.
Yeah, that's
keep zooming
in. That strip right there.
So that strip,
that's cool.
Those are the lagoons. And if you go to this,
you can drive on
their Walmart, which is called Chedraui. Do you see a Chedraui there?
Yes, I remember. I remember staying on that strip there. Yeah, and then you see the little lagoons.
But when you go to that little Walmart area, you can have coffee there in the morning and bread, and you'll see the whole lagoon right here. It's nice. And then from this side behind the hotels, you'll see the ocean. Yep. They're like right next to each other. And there's a part that I could not find that I've seen when I first got there where you see a line, like a natural line where the water of the lagoon and the sea do not mix. And like one side is dark blue and the other side is like bright blue. Yeah. And it's just like a natural line where salt water doesn't mix.
That's crazy. I bet it looks
that's kind of what it looks
It's crazy,
like.
dude.
Well, that's what like the I guess what the picadillo, not picadillo, pico de gallo. But it's just like fried fish on a taco. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, I stay at the Cristal. Like,
That first picture.
What is it?
Yeah, it looks like that.
Oh,
Dorados.
Yep.
Or what is that? What they're called, right? Like
pescadillas. Yeah, that's what they look like. They're so good, dude. You put some lime on it and you're drinking a beer. Oof.
Food, man.
Amazing.
The food over there is amazing, bro. It's just
like
I think we ate at when we were at the hotel, we ate like around there, and a lot of it was kind of just like it was pizza. Yeah, it tasted better, but in the end, it was pizza.
Si quiero tacos when I'm in Cancun, where do you recommend?
Okay, so I've never stayed at the hotel. Now this was the first time, and there's a place called Tacos Pastor right next to Coco Bongo. It's like a little hut, and it wasn't that expensive, and that was good.
Coco Bongo.
But if you want like Mexican food, I'm talking about tortas, pambazos, sope, everything, bro. If you want that, taco de trompo, which is that thing right there, pastor, anything like that, you go to Las Palapas, bro.
Las Palapas,
okay. And that's like no one's gonna be nagging you for anything because you are now part of the civilization. You're not in the hotel area. They have malls.
You're part of the local.
I'll never get over the malls, bro. They're all so beautiful.
I just want to try some fajitas.
Las Palapas. That's it. They have a little hut there, and sometimes they'll have concerts at night. But it's just stuff like that, bro. They have desserts, and so look at the one with all the colorful chairs.
Each one's probably like what, 10 pesos.
That one. Okay, you see all those huts in the back.
Yeah.
They're all different foods, bro. So some have torta, some have sope, some have huaraches.
Yeah.
I always get the pambazo. It's my favorite thing to eat.
Definitely gotta go there.
That place is really nice. The food, cheap. Because, if you're in the hotel zone, it's going to be a little more expensive. Yeah. Still cheaper than here, but it's still pretty expensive. Over there, that's when they're breaking it down to rebuild it.
The pricing sometimes throws me off over there because, everything's in pesos.
Yeah.
So I've been seeing shit like with the commas. I'm like, hold on, let's just double check, make sure it's not like $2,000.
Yeah,
what I'm paying.
Because they have a mall called La Isla, and then La Isla Dos, which is a number 2, because one of them they said it was old, so they built another one, which to me is crazy because they both look better than any mall I've ever been to in my life here. But if you want to buy stuff, we usually go to like that's called de la Mall de las Americas, which is kind of like their mall, and that's kind of where you go to like buy stuff.
Have you ever heard of I think it's the restaurant's called.
That's it right there. One of those really.
Rosa Negra in Cancun. Dude, like that's where I was asking about the pricing because it's kind of like elevated, like kind of bougie.
Yeah.
But I guess because like the tourist people go.
Yeah, they're gonna go.
So like I remember looking at it and it's like double, triple checking. Like, hey, this is not like in dollars, right? You're like, no, it's pesos. You know, like, the pricing is different. I'm going to Google to like the
conversion rate.
The conversion to make sure like okay, like it's doable, it's fine. But man, like the Rosa Negra, same thing. It's kind of like by a lagoon, but man, it's like a party in there, man. Every 5 minutes they're coming out with like, yeah, that's it right there. Yeah, that's what it looks like. And we went at night. And then every 5 minutes, they're coming out with like these sparklers or whatever, just dancing. Like it's not really like anyone's birthday or anything. They're just like
just doing it,
just a show. Yeah. And then they get you up out of your seat, and they're like, you gotta go outside. And I'm like, why? And it's like there's a fire show outside. And yeah, there's a whole party out there. And then I'm like, but I'm trying to eat. And every 5-10 minutes they're stopping you for something.
Hey,
or they get in on a chair and then they're like, you know?
Imagine you're waiting for your food and they just put your plate down. They're like, but
wait, go see this.
Get the hell up. We're going to a shot.
They're pouring like shots down your throat and everything. I'm like, dude, no, I'm good. Like I just want to eat. So Matt, I remember what I ordered too. You see that pricing?
Oh shit. 4,582.
But you know, it's pesos. But you know, you're American.
But
you know?
it says dollar americano, $261.
Jeez, man.
So definitely gotta ask.
They really got a picture of a receipt. That's funny.
Dude, yeah, because it's just crazy, right?
One guacamole.
$155.
Crazy. I don't know where you went, bro, but that is
nowhere.
That is not the Cancun I know.
You know what? Like, I was getting scared because
they're supposed to have the best. Isn't like a different thing?
Mm-hmm. Well, okay. So
that's what it is.
Same.
It just looks like dollars to us.
Yeah. The thing is, whenever you go there, every place has how much they value your dollar. Mm-hmm. Some people will say 17, 18, 16. That's what they value your dollar at. So I don't remember what it was. I think the higher that they value it, the better it is for you.
Yeah.
So if you go somewhere where they value, because I think if we wanted, it's funny, we had the Twin Peaks there, but yeah, because we wanted to watch the UFC fight, and it was at the same time that the Copa America was happening. So they're like, no, soccer here, UFC, no, thank you. So we went to Twin Peaks.
Yeah, it looks good.
But there was a place. What place was it? Oh, Hooters. Yeah. I think, and they were valuing the dollar.
Wait, they have a Hooters there?
Yeah.
And Twin Peaks?
I have a Hooters, Twin Peaks.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
They have a Vips. You know what a Vips is?
Nah.
Apparently it's from
there's a fish at that Rosa Negra, and like it got me more scared because when I ordered it didn't come out cooked. They wheel out a
oh, that's exactly the one.
A counter, and then they're cooking it in front of you, and I'm like, this isn't like $1,000, right? Like, no, pesos. It's pesos, you know. It's all fancy. They're cooking the fish in there. They fillet it and then they serve it to you. I'm like, okay, well, this is cool.
Yeah, I suggest if you do go to Cancun,
don't
go with me or my brother, just because. Yes, there is places that are nice and they're gonna give you a show, but you're gonna get charged American money. Like Vips. That's where we went to. It's like what? We played. It was like 89 pesos for breakfast, which is it's like a mama daughter's breakfast kind of.
Looks good.
And I think was it 89. So we paid No, I think it was a little more. I think it was
We got
160 when we went. Yeah, we paid $8 for a whole mama daughter dinner like that.
Nice.
It wasn't bad. Pancakes were good. Like everything tastes better over there because it's just processed differently. But it's good. Like you got to be careful because there's some places where they'll charge you straight American money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And if you don't speak Spanish, ooh, they gonna get you.
They're gonna cook you.
They're gonna cook you, bro. Yeah. Like, well, you know, I have my cousin over there, and he lives over there, so he definitely took us. Like the tattoo I got was like $100. Yeah, crazy. But he took us to some places, and he was like, "Oh, nah, don't go there." And he was like, they don't value the dollar because everybody has how much they value the dollar that day. It changes.
Oh, they got chicken
every day, bro.
There.
Yeah, it changes every day.
Nuggets.
Scrub daddy. Nuggets. Yeah, the sponge or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it changes every day. So just gotta know where you're going, where you can use your card, where you can't. Cash is always key, but
I'll definitely look forward.
It's fun, dude.
To when I go finally.
It's definitely fun. I'm down to go. I'll go for my birthday again. It's always different experience. It's always raining and then not raining and then raining and then not raining and then raining and not raining. Like we would go out and they'd be like, "Oh, it's cloudy, rain's coming." We'll go inside for 5 minutes. It'll be gone. Sunny. Sun come back out. Go back out there. Yeah. So.
All right. What are some things you got on your bucket list? If any, man.
You change of direction there, man.
Yeah.
Bucket list. You know, we're talking about traveling. I think traveling in Japan.
Man,
is on my bucket list. I don't like flying.
Yeah.
But like I've flown to Cancun, and since I've been there, like
so
I'm more comfortable. Like I already been there. I kind of know what to expect. Same thing with Vegas.
That's a long flight though.
But Japan is like, I don't know,
long flight.
But that's one on my bucket list, man.
Sure,
something totally different, like culturally, and on the other side of the world, and you know. But I think
that would definitely be so fun.
The top of it, maybe like that's maybe where I'll go for my honeymoon. Maybe,
yeah,
you know, next year.
That'd be dope. I think it's like I don't know, maybe I'm tripping, but I saw a video of somebody saying that apparently flights are cheap right now.
Really?
Yeah, I think like 500 something, 600 flights. And literally, me and my friend, we were literally gonna go this month.
Yeah.
Because like 2 months ago, was it 2 months or 1 month ago? I can't remember. Some shit was happening, and then we were just like, you know what? Let's just fucking go. You know, like let's fucking get it. Like look at right now. Like so we're looking at Airbnbs and shit, and like looking at all the places we want to go. We want to stay for 2 weeks, and we were about to book a flight, but we just decided not to because it depended on one thing on his end. Yeah, and it just didn't work out. We're like, fuck it, we'll just save it for another time. But we were really looking forward to it. And
I heard like 2 weeks is like
crazy.
Not even enough.
To start with, like you have to at least do 2 weeks.
Yeah, minimum.
You consider like the time traveling there and then the time traveling back, and then all the shit that you want to do. In Japan.
Different cities. Some places are like 2 hours away from each other. And 6 hours.
Yeah, I always want to go to Japan, but I think the one time I did have an opportunity to go, I was like, no. It's because they were going with like a group of people, and I have people who I know in Japan, like 2 friends that are over there. I met through like Twitch and streaming and everything. And they're like, bro, come visit. Yeah. And I know if I go visit them, like we're just going completely opposite directions. So
it's gonna kind of look bad on your end.
Yeah, but I'm like, I really want to see these people. So if I do go to Japan, I do want to go up maybe for my birthday next year. Oh, if everything goes well with the interview and everything.
Japan. But
I'm definitely want to go so bad.
Man, especially right now because like the whole rate, the conversion and all that.
Yeah.
I remember it's at 160. It's like at 144, 45 now. But it's like going up and down, so it's gonna suck if it just by the time I finally go or we finally go, it's just like if it just goes, if it strengthens or whatever.
I want to eat ramen like at night from like a street cart. Yeah. Some old man like pulling his little cart. I want to do that.
Yeah, one of my friends, whenever he went with a group of friends, and he was like, yeah, everybody would go to sleep early because we had so much to do the next day. And I would be like, what? So nobody I just want to walk down the city, the town, Go to some like late night ramen, like you said, or like go to that vending machine that gives out like cakes. Have you seen those canned cakes and stuff? I'm trying to live the nightlife, for at least for one day, you know, and then sleep in. Just because, like, it's like, it looks nothing like here. Yeah. Like, just looking at pictures. I want to go to Korea, though. Man. I think that's wrong.
Oh, like, definitely one.
I want to go to Korea, for sure. I think I'd rather go there than Japan.
Yeah.
Because I've seen, like, a lot of streamers go there recently, and the way it looks, and then I've been watching a lot of, like, Korean dramas, and I'm just like, it looks crazy, bro. It looks nice. I kind of just want to go there instead.
One thing that Sandy was telling Darian when we were planning whatever going, he was saying that if you go to Japan, you might as well go to Korea because you can get a flight with Japanese money and it's like super duper cheap. And it's like not that far or whatever of a flight or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like,
that's cool. That's something to think about.
Yeah. So
yeah, that's
like,
what my.
Right there. Oh wow.
That's what my mom says. My mom's like, when you go to Cancun, if you like buy a ticket to go to Merida or to go to the countries or the little states around, that you just see so much more. Like everything, just you get off one plane, go to another. Yeah. I want to go to Korea.
It's a good bucket list idea. Is that one of the only ones you got?
Man, like,
is
something happening soon? Like, yeah, probably that one, man. Like,
that's definitely.
I don't think I've thought too much about like a bucket list. Like, it's just like I hate flying, but that's definitely like something I have to do once in my life is fly across the world to a whole different country, a whole different.
I'm in the same mindset as you because I'm like, yeah, people fly every day, you know.
Yeah.
But the one time I'm gonna go, you know, we're gonna get stuck at sea or something.
Oh my god, it's survival flow, bro.
Yeah, dude, it's scary.
Survival flow. I'm telling you.
I just remember my dad one time was like, "It's okay if the plane falls. It's not yours." I'm just like, "What?" Yeah, that's what they say. That's what my dad tells me. He's like, "If it falls, man, and goes, it's not yours." Yeah. And then
if you survive, you get a fat paycheck probably.
I think when I went to Cancun, I went with Sauce. And I'm terrified of planes, bro. And I think it was like 2 years. I recently went to Cancun. And before that, it was like 2 years before I went. Almost 3. And I just like, I hate planes, bro, so much. But he was just like, what you tripping about? They track these things like hawks. And all we're going to do is go over water. It's not like we're crashing into the ground.
Yeah.
And he's like, I do this stuff all the time, bro. Don't even worry about it. And just the way him talking about it, like, made me feel a lot better. Instead of, I mean, it's like one of those things where, like, you go somewhere and then you're, like, scared because you don't know what's going on. And the person next to you is like, well, I don't know what's going on either. And then you just feel even worse because, like, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's weird. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah.
What's on your bucket list?
My bucket list, Korea.
Other than Korea,
if we're talking states, Colorado. Never been.
Really?
Always wanted to go. Always wanted to go on a hike.
Man, that's like you knocked that easily.
Yeah, I know.
You can knock that in a day.
I know.
Just drive up there.
Yeah,
and then come back. Yeah, I had a friend that did that.
I do want to go to Colorado. I want to go hiking.
Drove there for a day and came back.
And I want to like take a picture with the bear.
Was it the Valley of the Gods or something?
Yeah. Yeah, Valley of the Gods or something like that.
Yeah.
I really do want to go there.
Colorado's beautiful, man. I remember gambling in this little town called Black Hawk outside of Denver. And to get there, you got to go through the Rockies. And that drive is beautiful, man. Going through the Rockies, hitting the whatever towns are before that. Yeah, man. The casinos. It's crazy because, like, you see, like, the Rockies, you know, a mountain here and a mountain here. And then literally the casino's, like, right in the middle of that. It's just like a street. But the drive, man, beautiful. The drive there. What else did we do? We went tubing in one of the mountains.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, like
tubing, like in the snow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Tubing. They don't want to do skiing.
No.
So I went skiing with George a couple of years ago. Actually, a while back. And we used to longboard. So we're like, snowboarding? That should be easy.
It's reverse.
Oh, dude. Whole different animal.
Yeah.
And we went underprepared because we didn't take the right gear.
Wait, is that like where you go down on a road and you're like taking the longboard all the way down.
Yeah. Well, so we weren't that advanced,
obviously,
but we rode a board. We're like
pretty
confident that snowboarding is easy.
You just stay on it.
No, we get on the lift. They take us up. We're going. I'm in sweats. I have no gloves. I got we went totally unprepared, and we get to the very top, and then you're supposed to like jump off the lift. We jump off. And we land on our ass like we're in the snow. My hands go in the snow. They come out. And like at that moment, I knew like we fucked up. Because now we're at the very top. And the only way is to go all the way back down. And like I'm in sweats. I got no gloves. My hands are freezing.
Dude,
like
the snow on your hands.
And then like snowboarding is not easy. Like for first time.
You're going to fall. Guaranteed.
So many times, like I think halfway down, I'm like, "Fuck this!" Like I'm walking down, and I walked like half of the way back down to where we started, and I remember just like I could not feel my hands. I thought I was gonna get a frostbite. It was that bad.
I believe it. I probably
haven't been snowboarding since then.
No.
Tubing instead with gloves.
If I know I'm going somewhere cold, I would. I'm surprised you didn't over prepare or something.
No, but I was overconfident. I was overconfident, man.
It's gonna be a quick trip down.
Half a day just walking down.
I would have 2 big old jackets, 2 pairs of pants.
It's beautiful though.
Waterproof.
Definitely go.
Ski mask.
Yeah, I do want
everything.
Go. That's probably
just take a weekend, man. Go down there. Go to Denver. Go to Colorado Springs, Boulder, go through the Rockies. Yeah. I think Estes Park is another little town before you get to Blackhawk. That's a beautiful town, man. Beautiful town.
It's about that time now too. Like,
here you go. Yeah.
So the best time would be around.
Damn, that's crazy. Those pictures are wild.
Look at the one. Okay, down. Real. That one.
That's like Christmas, bro.
Yeah.
When I picture Christmas. I picture in a town like that.
Imagine though, you're driving through there just to get to these little towns.
Yeah. Jeez, that one right there, the one in the middle right there. That's where I want to go.
That Dream Lake. There's a Dream Lake there, and when we were in Colorado, you have to hike to it. But it's same like if you're not used to the altitude or the hike, you get tired so fast.
Yeah.
I didn't even make it, man. We made it like halfway.
Wow.
And I called it quits. Huh?
How long?
You just couldn't breathe?
It depends, man. If you're used to it, like it shouldn't take you more than maybe like an hour from where you park to get to Dream Lake. But it was like I think we went where it was like the first day of the year where it was hot. So you're in the snow, then you have to take your jacket off because it's hot. So it was like the perfect mixture of the two.
Yeah.
But because of the altitude, like you get tired fast, dude. Like I halfway, and I think we were like, hey, how like we asked somebody hiking through there, like how much more before we get to Dream Lake? And it's like, oh, it's another 20-30 minutes, and I'm already dying. I'm like, I think we're gonna have to attack this next time.
You said, hey, man,
I'm done. Like, I thought we had already passed.
Look up Dream Lake hike.
Wow.
I'm about to prepare for that then.
Dream Lake, man, do it for me, man.
I got a destination
get there,
now. I'm gonna get that mask, that like restricts you.
Training,
and go play basketball with it.
That's it right there, man. Damn. But imagine like the snow. All that's covered in snow.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I really want to do? I want to go to hot springs.
That's a good one.
I don't care where.
Yeah,
that's somewhere. I think when I was reading or looking it up, the closest one was in Arkansas, like natural hot spring, a natural one. Because they have some here, but I'm like, I'm not as Texas, bro. It's already hot.
They ain't got no natural hot spring. No, that'd be fucking...
But like, it's just like, like that. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Hot springs like that.
That's cool, man.
That's why I need to go.
Yeah, I would definitely want to do a hike.
Yeah, Arkansas. What park was it? Go back up.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Yeah, click on that one. Click on it. That's where I want to go.
A city within a park.
Because you know where I do want to go right now? I don't know if you watch YouTube or if you know Miss Kiff and OZK or whatever.
Okay.
But they have a gym in Round Rock, Texas. And I really want to go. It's called the Iron Forge Gym. And I want to go just to work out there. I think like a day pass is like $10. That's
not bad.
Yeah. Just because like I see it on the streams all the time. And it'd just be cool. Like some surreal stuff. But on the way there, there's like a bunch of like Round Rock. Have you seen those Round Rock donuts? They're like huge, like this big.
No.
Round Rock donuts. Yeah, look it up.
Maybe I have seen it. Oh, donuts.
Yeah, they're huge. They're huge. Like, look.
Why would anybody eat that, bro?
Oh no,
I can't.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hit the gym.
Yeah, I can't do that.
I'm gonna get a day pass at the gym. I'm gonna hit it, and then I'm gonna.
Oh my god, bro.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna.
That's your whole week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gotta be at least.
I'm gonna hit the gym.
2,000 calories.
I'm gonna be there all day just working out. I'm gonna go eat at a restaurant.
Rock.
I'm gonna go to my hotel. I'm gonna sleep. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna hit the gym again. I'm gonna go get that donut. I'm driving back.
Man, you gotta do barbecue while you're out there too, man.
Oh, I heard that there's a barbecue spot too. That you gotta wake up at 3 a.m. or something like that.
Is nothing. I feel like there's nothing close to Central Texas barbecue, man. That is where it's at for barbecue. Central Texas barbecue, man.
That's what I was thinking about doing for my birthday.
There's I think a Salt Lick, which is it's not really the same because it's like a chain restaurant, but I think it's a good tourist spot to go to. Salt Lick. There's one in Round Rock, so if you're gonna be there, hit that one up. I like the one in Driftwood, and I think that's like the original one. And since you're in Driftwood, the town, I guess, or the area of Driftwood is like on the same line, or it's on the equator. So of whatever line on the, like in Italy where they grow wine, it's the same kind of environment there. So they got wineries in Driftwood.
It's a whole birthday trip, bro.
So you go Salt Lick, and then that vineyard right there?
Right, yeah, right next to
it's the vineyard we go to. Beautiful
the
little
one with
view.
the zoo?
No. This one doesn't have a zoo. But it close by that Salt Lick is that vineyard. There's like a winery, and it's like
why does it say
like on the hill or something?
$19?
And
is $119 to get in? $139?
I forgot what it's called. I think it's called like Driftwood Winery or something. But you get to it, and then you go up a hill, and it's overlooking their vineyards, like where they're at. So the view is beautiful. Dang. Yeah, man. That first one right there.
What?
That's what it looks like.
Oh, you're seeing all the
you're seeing all of that from that winery, and this is after you eat barbecue at the Salt Lake. You want to go there?
Just go there.
Get a wine tasting. Ew. The wine is good too, man.
I don't like wine.
Oh man,
I will that day.
When in Rome.
I will that day.
Look at that. When in Rome.
That looks crazy.
Yeah, I'll just go with me and
the beauty of Central Texas. Man. That's why I love it, man.
My imaginary girlfriend.
I don't see people getting married out there. Yeah, man. It's good stuff.
Damn, it's right in front of
us. Yeah, man, let me know when you go, man. I want to go because I love that place. I love that area. Right, I love the food. I love the drink.
Because how far is that drive?
From Round Rock?
From here, yeah. No, like from here.
Oh, from here to that area? Dude, you're looking at like a 3-hour drive with traffic.
And then from Round Rock?
Like North Austin. 3.5 hours to get to Austin, depending on traffic.
Okay.
You hit Round Rock before you hit Austin. Yeah. But you're already like in the area. It just depends on where you go and how bad traffic is. How far is
Driftwood?
Driftwood is on the outside of Austin. So from Round Rock with traffic, I don't know, maybe like a 40-minute drive. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
It's right there.
I've never been to Austin.
Southwest. Oh, what?
What?
No, we gotta go. I love Austin.
I'm telling you, dude.
Been to Austin.
My birthday is December 1st, bro. It sucks because everybody's always like, I gotta get Christmas presents, or they're broke from Thanksgiving. My birthday's December 1st. Okay. If we can plan to go to all those places in a week,
I take you to all the spots I go to.
I'm down. I'm down as fuck.
Barbecue, wineries, if you want. Man, there's a speakeasy that is my absolute favorite place to go when I'm in Austin.
Sounds cool.
It's called Techo.
Oh, rooftop.
It's a little bar on top of a random restaurant. It's called Techo, and beautiful little place. They do mezcal only.
Dude, I had one.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. The Techo Mezcaleria. That's it right there. It's just like that's how big it is, man.
Who that?
It's literally like no bigger than this room.
Wow.
But absolutely love to have a drink there. They do these.
I don't drink, bro. I have a drink, but I'll drink there.
You have to drink.
If we go,
there.
you take me there. I'll have a drink. I'll have a drink.
There.
I'll have a drink.
The guy told one of the bartenders
so cool.
told me their secret recipe. You see that last picture? Yeah, that one. That's their michelada. They have like these secret ingredients. They make it there. They don't have it like pre-made. They make it when you order it.
That's good.
Hell yeah, this is one of the best micheladas I've ever had. Yeah,
making me want to go, bro. Is that what we're gonna do for my birthday?
If you want,
I'm down, dude. I'm down.
Birthday.
All this stuff. Oh yeah, it's all like mezcal.
I just don't want to go alone. I'm trying to have a vibe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you want like a tour, I'll take you to some of the places I know, man.
Anywhere.
And I hate to travel too, but I love these places I've been to.
It's worth it.
Hate to fly, but
3 hours
places I've
isn't
flown.
that bad. Oh, you were driving or just flying?
Nah, I mean
Flying to
drive.
Austin?
Yeah, just driving. Yeah, you're fine driving.
Because he said travel like flying. You know, I was like,
I think I had
El crudo.
What
crudo.
you think George would go?
La Violeta. No, his he knows people out there too. Yeah. I think during COVID or something he lived out there for a minute.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we went to school together out there. So he was with me
Yeah, I remember you telling me
for a couple years out there. Yeah.
I'm down to do that though.
Dead joke, no doubt.
That's
Good
funny.
stuff.
That this is their menu.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a ripped piece of paper.
Yeah.
Burnt on the side.
Yeah.
Survived the fire. I'm
Definitely
down.
a must. And I feel like not a lot of people know about it, or they do, but they're so small that it gets kind of crowded pretty easy. But I think during COVID, a lot of places closed down, they shut down, or it's because they can't sell.
Yeah.
I think they were able to kind of avoid shutting down because they're technically a restaurant because they're on top of one, so they didn't have to close their bar.
Yeah.
But it was pretty empty during COVID. I mean, when we would go, we'd be the only ones there. But I'm surprised that little place stayed alive during that time because it's small, but it's absolutely one of my favorite bars.
Yeah. That does look pretty.
That
sick.
sounds like a trip. to me.
I
I'm
know
down.
you like. I'll make you an old fashioned. Like if you ever come
I don't
by
like
the
that.
apartment, man.
I don't
I love a good old fashioned.
I'm more of I like mules.
Like a Moscow Mule.
Me
Dude.
too.
Irish Mule.
Oh my gosh! I
Those
think
are
it's
my
just because the
favorite.
lemony taste.
The ginger
But
and
any
all that.
mule, not that one.
Mm.
But like
Moscow Mule,
but any
bro.
mule, Moscow Mule.
Those
I
are
had
my
a
drinks.
Texas peach mule one time.
That sounds good.
Dude, I'm a mule guy for
Same.
sure.
Love them.
Just because of the lemony taste. I don't
Yeah.
know what it is, but like, I don't drink. I'll have a drink, but it's just something about Moscow mules.
They're good. I'm with you. Like I like the lemony lime salt taste.
The cup that they're into is like
Yeah,
cold
the
and it's
copper
always
Copper
crisp.
cups.
Yeah. You ever had one at Top Golf?
No.
Man, that's what I get whenever I go to Top Golf. That's the drink
That's
of
the
choice. Yep. Actually, they're building one in
GP?
down the street. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we
You
can
gonna
go
build
to
a
it.
Top Golf there?
Yeah, put
Right
Top
next to
Golf
the
GP.
Bass Pro.
Mm.
Yeah,
other
right down the
side.
street, man.
The other side, right?
Something like that's right there. I think right next to it.
Yeah,
Top Golf.
but that's crazy. I'm down. But before we plan that, we can wrap this up 'cause it's getting late.
Yeah. I
Question.
got 2 questions.
Go
before we
ahead.
do it. Real quick ones. Favorite memory,
Mm.
if you have one. Some people didn't have one, but
But my very first memory, I feel like I could.
oh yeah,
Have it's a
When you gain
white
consciousness.
piece of furniture with a Power Ranger sticker on there.
Mm.
My very first memory. I'll never
Wow.
forget it. It's the first thing.
Oldest one you can remember. That's cool.
Power Ranger, man.
Nice.
Can you remember?
It's so funny. I think
So
like the
sick.
oldest one I can remember was my first toy box.
That's like your first memory.
Yeah, it's just like a white with a blue lid on it, and it looked like a turtle.
That's funny.
I think that's for like I love turtles. So like
That's sick.
that's cool. It's cool.
Hell yeah.
First memory.
All right, and then last one was it? If you can meet anyone in the world, alive or deceased, who would it be?
Ooh, alive or deceased?
Or alive or dead, same thing. I don't know why I put deceased. Could've put dead.
Whoever was the first person to discover weed,
Hmm.
like whoever that was. I like to meet him.
Who saw that flower and just...
He was like, hey, let me smoke this shit. Yeah.
Hey, roll that
Trip
up
out,
real
yeah.
quick. Roll that up real quick.
That's
Or like the first person to discover milk.
Um,
Like, what were they thinking? You know,
guy.
like, hey, man,
Whoa.
whoa, that's my question. Like, why?
let me
Why did you do that, bro?
Let me just squeeze on this udder real quick.
Let me drink it.
That's crazy. You know what? It's like people.
He discovered. That's your man right there.
Discovered milk.
That's the boy.
Weed. That's the boy discovered weed.
Ay, se parece como a demon.
I know, like, apparently back then they would like do a lot of incense, and I guess
They got a little crazy.
they got that plant and they realized that
That fucks you. Like,
It's
damn,
like-
this shit good. They were geeking.
they were geeking. But yeah, get the whole house high,
Yeah.
like just an incense.
And then some
burning.
people say that that the Jesus story, not Jesus, but the whole bush thing on fire. was like
Oh,
a
yeah,
weed
yeah, the
thing,
one of those-
and it
Oh,
made
I
him-
don't know. That's crazy.
Story of Moses.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
They're
He's up
saying
in the
that thing was
mountain.
actually weed and it made him trip out and he saw some whatever.
I don't
I
know.
heard
This
something
is
like
crazy.
It's a
DMT,
theory,
man.
a game theory. But you know.
What is some advice you would give somebody?
Just a random person.
Just like if somebody's like, hey, they're going through it.
I mean, you ever seen Joe Dirt? The movie?
No.
Joe Dirt. There's a saying
Joe
in the
Dirt.
movie. He goes, life's a garden. Dig it. Yeah.
Okay.
My advice to a random stranger.
Life's a garden. Dig it. Nice.
But no, in all seriousness, I would say, man, like, whatever you're feeling, you're not gonna feel that way forever. Best piece of advice I could give somebody if they're going through it, you know.
Yeah,
So you won't feel like that forever.
that's good.
Things come and go, I guess, in a way.
All the time. Oh, there you go. Life's a garden, man. Dig it.
Life's a garden. Dig it.
You make it work for you.
That's cool. I've actually never seen that movie.
It's a good movie.
But
Not really.
no,
No, it's funny. It's funny. You should watch it, man. It's funny.
But
dude.
nice. Yeah, life's a garden.
Well, yeah.
And I guess is there something somebody's ever told you that just stuck with you?
That.
Really?
Yeah. You won't feel like that forever.
Oh, really?
I dwell on that a lot. Like since I heard it, and every time I'm feeling like sad or not good,
think back to it.
I think that I'm already here. I'm already going through it. I don't know I'm gonna make it out.
Yeah,
You know,
that's good.
yeah, it gives me hope. You know,
Nice.
when maybe you don't think you have it or
Yeah,
you know,
for sure. When you're going
Definitely.
through a shitty time.
yeah, you're not gonna feel like that forever, man. You're gonna get through it. You know, you're gonna come out on the other side, and you're gonna look back and be like, "Dang, I went through that shit and I made it out." So,
Add it to your resume.
Sweet.
All right, well, dude, thanks a lot for
yeah,
being
no
here.
problem. Thank you guys for having me on,
Appreciate it.
man.
Good.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Good talk. Good talk.